Get up there in that tower and control it. Old Town, that back B Street and left is going to be more of a flexible one, but you know, it's going to come down to, I think, those opening initials. Who's going to have the strongest layers? And these two teams, we got some powerhouses, but folks, map number one, we're going to be on Forge Blitz, Team PR versus Team Colin. And we're going to be on board with Rushies to kick this one off, running that front spawn for his team. And I think he has him and his old duo up top trying to fight for this controller.
Yeah, he's back. Rushies and Speedy are back, but as I say that, Speedy takes out Rushies, but down low at the B fight, it looks like Shock is in a 1v1 versus Kenny Bounce right now.
Trying to stay alive in this one. You know, both teams just having their home hills capped up right off the rip. And for any folks at home who are just joining us and who is, you know, does not know how we kind of did this all-star format, we took 4 of our personalities, 4 of our talent, myself, PR, Colin, and Ryan. We did a snake draft last week to come up with the all-star teams. And now, this week and next week, we're going to be having 3 best of 3s of all these teams playing together. The 2 teams with the best record will be playing on our fight night right before Boston. Forgot the actual date of that one, but they're going to be playing in the finals and the draw show on that fight night.
That's awesome, man. These all-star matches are always so much fun. The community gets behind it. You know, you get your favorite picks, a little bit, maybe a little bit of side betting going on, who's going to win. I wish I got to pick up a team, and I was actually asked to, but I was busy, man.
Who would you have picked up?
It depends on what pick I got. I'm on the PR boat where it's if I get first pick, I'm picking up Gilbert. That's explosive. That's the man, the myth, the legend, and we're on screen with him as we speak. And you know, that up top fight already is picking up crazy fights. We saw 1v1. Speedy ended up winning the first fight, so Rushies and Speedy marking on the board right now, 1-0 up top.
And so one thing I love about the All-Star match as well is that you get to see some different combos that you never got to see before. I know when I drafted my team, the 2 players in my head who I wanted to see work together was Summons and Sleaford. And I made sure I got it just because the fact is that I don't think I would have ever been able to see those guys play together beforehand unless they got on the team. So, like in an up top fight for Team Colin, I believe we got Powers and Dezo playing there, right? Which is something pretty interesting.
So scary, man. And I've had the pleasure of playing in a lot of these pickup. We have wagers go on, the pro wagers, and you know, a lot of times you see the teams just pick up 5 front spawns, but a few of these rosters, you know, that we're seeing, especially your roster, it's a roster that has like chemistry. It makes sense. It's not just a bunch of slayers.
And you're going to see explosive with that back 8. Dezo coming in, trying to get towards his heel, looking for the decap, trip cap domination coming through. Can Dezo make it? He gets one, but chunked right away. Team PR, round 1 on the board. And yeah, when it came down to the drafting process, me personally, I was saying, hey, you know what? I want to, you know, I was actually thinking about every single spawn across the board and where did I want players playing, what maps did I want to be our team's best map. And, you know, hey, I did my best. You know, we'll see what happens. I either did really good or I failed really hard. But we're going to find out tonight. Our first weapon pick of the day, looking like a block on the dual spawns.
So I'm just extremely excited for this up top fight again. Last time it ended up with a 1v1 between Speedy, I believe Speedy and Powers, and Speedy won it. But you know, we got Speedy and Rushies who haven't played up top together since the beginning of season 2 back on Ghost Gaming when I was, you know, I was all the way on home hills, but I was helping them.
Yeah.
And then you got Dezo and Powers, which are, these guys don't miss shotgun shots. This is a shoddy fight if I've ever seen one.
All right, Dezo, Powers, Rushy, Speedy, the old school duo coming up. You got some pressure. Speedy on the flank, Powers. He's going to have to deal with the boys, but he's going to choose to back out of there. Up top control in favor of Team PR. Now Powers trying to rotate down low to the B hill, trying to at least assist his teammate in this fight. Get some damage there, but the flank comes through. They wasn't ready for Rushies. Praise running away. He goes down. They might play for the trip cap domination.
Yeah, very good stuff there. 2 initials in a row. We see Speedy and Rushies win up top this time. Speedy gets the first kill. Rushies gets the flank. Great crossing from Speedy. Now it's up to Icy to hold off. And he's going to need a little bit of help from Dezo, who died first.
The pressure's in. They're trying, but we got 4 players of Team Colin on the defense at the C hill.
And
trying to work together.
You know, you see Explosive leading the charge, but now you see Explosive run back. You're going to assume that he's going to say, back up. This is a battle. They got the break. And 3 players stacked right there on that pillar.
Riz, for our new viewers out there, what is an OE?
Overextension. This is when you're playing for the opposing team's home hill. And escalation, if you get it, cap it, that's 3 cap. That's the end of the round.
Now you're going to see Team Colin fighting to get out of their home hill. They're going to clear out a few players from Team PR, but they're looking good. But Chaos is causing chaos. Looking for the 4-piece. Is Speedy going to take the 1v1? Speedy versus Kenny. Kenny's not backing down. Here comes reinforcements. Chaos, he stopped the assault coming in from Team Colin.
Both.
And he's alive.
Wait, where did Shock come from? Shock flanked through the spawn. Wow.
The question is, can they win this fight?
They have reinforcements. Technically, if you look at the kills, it's a 5v3 in favor of Team PR. So this went from a bad OE to a Chaos clutch, and now this looks like it should be a strong OE, and they're going to take the round. That comes on Chaos, almost got the quickest 4-piece I ever saw. You got 3 back to back to back. It went for 4.
You got to give Chaos that credit and shock for having the presence of mind for flanking through that spine and closing out the round. Team PR keeping the pressure on Team Colin. So they're going to take 2 rounds in a row. Let's see what Team Colin wants to do. What would you suggest in this weapon placement? Me personally, I say go up top for that big placement.
It looks like they might put the big place in at B, making it a 3v3 at B, and this is good because now you're taking Speedy and Rushies out of that 2v2. Like I said, they won it the last 2 rounds. So now instead it should be a 1v1 up top between, I think, Rushies and Desanide.
Yeah.
And then Speedy's going to go down low and help with that boom shot fight.
All right, so smart weapon placement by Team Colin, deciding saying, hey, you know what? Let's spread the map out a little bit. This up top control tower fight, the boys on the other side of Speedy and Rushies just got too much chemistry. So
they sent 4 low.
But the question is, can they react in time? Powers will have the angle on Explosive. Kenny versus Explosive, that's a big fight. Kenny get the down, but Kenny actually falls. Explosive gets to the teammate. The revive comes through. Prey's not able to get Shock, and you're going to see the pressure from Team PR. Rushies has a nice little cheeky angle. Him and Shock's going to work together. But Speedy decided to go take out Powers, your Season 1 Rising Star versus possibly your Season 2 Rising Star in the corner. And Speedy wins that one, saying, hey, you ain't won it just yet. And Team PR picking up these kills.
Yeah, they've won every initial so far. This time they're going to get a boom shot for it. And I like the trick shot I saw there. Usually you're going to see a 3-1. But that time, Team PR sent 4 to boom shot. Powers didn't really do anything with the flank. Ooh, good patience from Dezo. That's exactly what you're going to see out of him. There's a lot of players on this this team. Desanide, Praise, Icy. I feel like all of them are the type of players to hold their shots, hit their shots, not do too much movement. And then you got Kenny and Powers, who they're all over the place. Those guys are wall bounce guys.
They got that slow, methodical movement. Right. Definitely a good balance when it comes to Slayers. It's not all the same Slayer. You have a different variety of those slaying play styles, because you know you can have a Slayer on your team that wall bounces a lot, and you can have one that kind of holds those shots in more of a defensive play style versus offensive. But take a look at your score. It's pretty much a tie game before we enter phase 2 of this round. Kenny up top from Team Colin. They're trying to hold off. They're going to have 2 heals in their favor. Kenny has to hold off the 2v1, but now it's going to be a 1v1 because of the threat of the trip cap domination is going to take some of that pressure off of them. Team Colin looking to be in a good position.
Yeah, interesting too, because I don't see boom shot anywhere for Team PR. Team Colin has man advantage. They have map control, and they're threatening the 3 cap now. So this is definitely a mishap in the middle of this round where they lost the boom shot. This is definitely a round where Team Colin needs to get the momentum back, because right now they're down 2-0.
Okay, Team Colin looking to get something on the board. As you said, down 2-0. They're finally bringing the pressure to Team PR. 3 players just alive. The pressure coming from the spine. Dezo's going to start the trip cap domination. Icy needs to watch out, but he's going to have Kenny's help off the back end. Dezo pressing up, trying to close out this round. He's delivering a shot, but he goes down.
Switch between Rushies and Speedy. I miss seeing these 2 work together.
Those your boys.
They're going to fend off that OE from Team Colin. And the new boom shot is actually going to be up pretty soon. So if Team PR gets man advantage here, I don't think they have it. No,
they don't. It's pretty much going to be a 3v3. Kenny trying to get something done, but the flank behind, he's going to miss that shot. Praise comes in. He's going to be trapped in a pressure situation. Team Colin, they do have 2 heals in their favor. Yep. They have the advantage, but they need to be careful. They are going to be down a man in a boom shot acquired by PR.
Yeah, but they don't have time. Unless someone's already about to decap that home hill,
this is a big 1v1 with Dezo.
All right, Team Colin on the board.
They got it.
And that's, if right now, hopefully Speedy isn't upset, but they won that initial, and I don't know if it was him who died with the boom shot, but that's definitely a momentum-changing round right there. That's a big round where it should be 3-0 Team PR. They got a clean wipe in the beginning, and they had boom shots.
So Ribs, you won a championship with the duo on Team PR, and that was Rushies and Speedy.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's so great about that duo? What's their strength?
They're just utmost confidence in each other. They don't really get down on each other, and this is one of the maps where no matter how bad they might be doing, how good they're doing, you always just have faith in them.
Yeah.
You know, me, Sleepy, Denims, we were like, send them up top, put a weapon up there, they'll win.
Make them fight for it, right?
Put an M-bar up there, you see Rushies go off here and there. You know, it's easy. Put a torque bow for Speedy, they'll win it. And that's how this map usually plays out, and that's probably why Team Colin took away that up top fight.
Okay. So, going into round number 4, we saw Team Colin finally get on the board. Going into this one, You're going to see, you got those nades down there at the incinerator. That's going to have a different dynamic. That's going to cause a different dynamic on the map and may insinuate some more home hill pushes where teams are just going to be fighting for that A hill and C hill after the boom shot fight. So nice little mid-round rotation, but Team Colin being the first to be the aggressors on top of this boom shot. Kenny trying to stay alive. Boom's not acquired. He's going to miss that shot, but taking a lot of damage. Where are the shots from his teammates? You know, he needs some support there.
Yeah, and he gets it just in time. A great job by Kenny staying up there, staying patient. Shock has gone for that up A twice in a row, but Kenny's not falling for it. Explosive is going to take out Dezenai, though, so that is going to be numbers in favor of Team PR.
Somehow Team PR, they still come out on top with this one. Powers trying to stay alive, but Explosive shuts him down. Boom shot's going to be in the hands of Team PR as well, but nades just got acquired by Team Colin. So we'll see what they can do with those to kind of hold off the push. Icy is going to have the nades in hand.
And I like the heads up there play there from Praise. You saw, you know, he was in that initial team fight, but he rotated out, helped Icy win that home hill fight, and now they have double home hills. That's damage control right there.
Oh, nice nade. He's gonna hold off the push, but
Rushies, he runs past the nades, gets the reaction shot in the time that Icy had to switch from grenades to shotgun, and a little bit of teabagging right there.
The nades were good because he isolated the 1v1. Right. He cut the guy off in the back. He got the opportunity that he wanted, but just could not get the shot all in time.
Yeah, Rushies plays. Fatal Life loves to say Rushies plays to the frames. He plays to the smallest little frames that you have, and right there he knew he could get past those grenades and get that reaction shot off in time.
3 members down for Team Colin. Make it a 4th. Domination comes through, gets it done. Team PR with a 1 right under Team Colin's nose. They get 3 on the board. We'll see what this next weapon placement is going to be. Looking at the score, Shock 12 kills, 8 downs.
Yeah, we need to see Praise pick it up a little bit. Like I said, he rotated out, kept his team alive there, and it came down to him and Icy trying to hold off that home hill push, but the nades were great, not good enough.
Would you still go for a long-range weapon up top, even for the 1v1? Maybe a sniper in bar?
Yeah, put something, because for the last 2 times, Team PR has actually sent 4 to boom shot, and that's not, typically that's not a fight you want to see on either side. It's very messy. So now you're going to put an M-bar up there. Powers and Rushy should go 1v1 for that.
All right, there you go. And I agree with that placement. It's like, give them something to fight for, right? Even if it's a 1v1, based off how talented Rushies is, especially with that drop shot, not drop shot, sorry, with that M-bar, Dezenai as well. If your team loses the fight for that boom, you got a playmaker up there that can do something to keep the round alive for you as we approach the late game. So, gonna be an 18-second respawn round now.
It's actually Speedy versus Powers, another 1v1. The quick pick comes in from Kenny.
Rushies is on him,
and that's a 2-piece technically for Rushies. He got the reaction shot, and then he ran in, made boom shot kill himself. So that's a very good job from Rushies. That's gonna net them a win down there. And then Powers gets taken out by Speedy, all up to Icy right now, going against Chaos.
Kudos to Shock for staying alive there, playing ring around a Rosie with Powers up top, knowing his teammates had the advantage down low. And this is where the pressure comes in. Yeah, with Shock versus Powers up top for the M-bar fight. And Explosive's going to be on the home hill. He's just focusing on capping because he wants to force them to have to go for the 3-second decap.
And
with
the
nades down,
they have boom shot,
and they have the M-bar. Team Colin can't break that defense.
That was very good right there. Definitely, I didn't realize it was Shock until last second. But yes, good job on Shock. He knows his team is winning that fight down low. He probably hears Rushy say, "I got 2. Just stay alive. Make Powers come to you." You know, he has to make a play or he's going to get flanked.
Okay, this is where you can change something. This is where you can kind of even go for those dual spots if you want to. And I almost think you do go for it unless you want to take the boom shot off and kind of get back to that fight up top. But it was Team Colin who decided to put that boom shot there. But they're just saying, hey, you know it's not working out. Let's give the up top fight another chance so we can at least get a different look at it going into the second half.
In the last 2 rounds, I think I've seen Rushies get 3 reaction shots. You know, especially from these. It's not on his camera. You could see him do it. And it's like the bullets are coming out sideways. He's up A-ing one way to the right. The bullets are coming out to the left. And he's on point with it every time.
And that's such a hard shot to do. If you guys at home, you know, haven't really played Gears of War, that is a very mechanical move to pull off. You know, sometimes they say Gears of War is almost like the fighting game of shooters.
Yes. And that, yes, the timing of that move, it's got to be perfect.
As you see, Powers, Speedy, still fighting for the power weapon. It's going to be an M-bar there. Powers looking to take this one in his hand. And if you need anybody to step it up for Team Colin to take this game back, it's going to be Powers.
Powers and Praise, I want to see them step it up for sure. And we got to see this. You call this the battle of the rising stars. Speedy was the season 1 rising star, and Powers, in my opinion, is the season 2 rising star. Powers is going to take out Speedy this time.
He says, hey, I got your 2 spot. Coming up just short with that M-bar, trying to connect. Don't forget, folks, This is going to be a 22-second respawn round. Oh, he's going to have 5 shots left in that end bar.
Yeah, he's just letting him go right now, but he should be able to tell the pace of this round right now. You need to slow it down and try to save these end bars for a team fight later on in the round.
Smart for him to take his right hand there. Oh, he's going to miss that shot on explosives.
And here comes the push right now. Rushy's an explosive pushing Powers. Meanwhile, Team PR is actually getting a 3-cap, but it is going to stop.
I feel like Powers he needs to get to his team's side or he needs to kind of connect with some of these in-bar shots. He's being pretty much a non-factor up there in that position as of now.
I think he got a body shot right there and helped with that OE, which is going to give them a 5v3. These are
6
long
shots
spawns.
later, though.
Yeah, it took a while, but he's still alive. They do need to capitalize here now, though. And unlucky for Kenny, he's going to get singled out in a 2v1. Great map positioning from Explosive and Rushies, taking their numbers where they have it. Powers is going to take out Speedy with the M-bar.
So this is good. He's able to work back to, I believe, his side of the map and get towards his B hill. So he's going to finally be able to get that decap. And I do believe that the M-bar is going to be back on a 2-minute respawn timer. So just about under a minute for the next one to come up. And the home hill not acquired just yet for Team Colin, but they will be getting it. And don't forget, 22-second respawn round. So if you can see Team Colin get some of these kills, if they can take out shots without losing a player, they'd be in such a good position to close this round out.
Yeah,
and yes, they will.
Up to Speedy. This should be a Team Colin round. Good job from Crazy. He actually got 2 kills on Explosive and Rushies, and then just got another 2 on the OE. So we saw Praise step it up there. 4-2 is salvageable. It looked bad at 4-1. 4-2, plenty of times we see comebacks come back 4-2.
One, especially in this All-Star series and putting together teams and some of these players playing together for the first time, one player you do want on your team is Praise, because no matter who he plays with, he's always bringing a fire, he's always bringing that New York energy, and he's going to always be able to raise the momentum of your squad, especially when they find themselves down in a trench, at a deficit. We saw him do it with Optic in Mexico City this year already when they were down in a loser's bracket. Between him and Explosive, them two together brought that team back. It was definitely a big team effort, but I'm pretty sure they're loving playing against each other right now.
Shock right now, the MVP of the match, so 16 kills, 11 downs. And on the roster you're on, you wouldn't expect Shock to be going off, but he's doing very well. Repping Ghost Gaming right now, I respect it. And he's fighting that 2v2 over at E. Meanwhile, the 2v2 over up top, no one's died yet. So everyone's slowing down here on this first round of the second half.
And this is going to be a 12-second respawn timer. This is going to be the first round in the second half, so we will have a new set of heals. We're going to, our respawn timers drop back down to 12 seconds, and all power weapons removed off the map. So we're going to see a lot more action than we kind of seen in that last round with the respawn timers being so low. Denzel presses the button, but pressed it a little bit too late.
I wish I could 2-shot down people like that. And that goes to that first shot. Once again, the reaction shot. Nice up A from Kenny, though. And Kenny's actually going to do his job there.
Might have brought time.
He got a kill and a touch. And Icy gets 2 kills for Icy.
Double. Trying to make it a triple, and he gets it to keep his team alive.
Very good job right now from Team Colin staying alive, but this is still 100% Team PR's round to lose. Even when Chaos dies here, look at the points, and they're all going to spawn up very fast, so they should be able to hold off this E push. This is a very good round, but good job from Team Colin staying alive there.
Oh, and you know what? They spread out to E very, very quickly.
Oh yeah, Explosive's telling them where to go.
Yeah, they didn't go up top for button control just yet. And, you know, it may have been, you know, I don't know, who would you say would be the IGL on Team Colin right now? Who is the one to lead these troops?
I want to say it's Kenny. Kenny right now on the roster.
Icy, baby?
Well, Kenny on the, well, Icy's playing home hill, so it's probably not him. Kenny right now on the Orlando's Reapers roster, he is their IGL, he's their captain. And, you know, he has the smarts for it, he has the composure for it.
When it comes down to leadership of Explosives and Kenny, do you think Kenny can rival what Explosives do? He
doesn't have the experience as an IGL, but I do think he has what it takes. He's been around longer than Explosive. He's been, you know, almost equally as successful as a competitor.
But, you know, one thing is, but I will say with Kenny, you know, Kenny's been, you know, he has led some teams, but most of his career he's been a soldier, right?
Yeah.
He's been a soldier. But when he was on that Optic roster, he did, you know, try to take that leadership role and try to get those guys together. Ultimately, you know, Explosive's team. But I do agree with you that he does have what it takes. But I think that especially, you know, in this part of his career, and you know, if there is going to be a Gears 5 esports, that going into that game, that he should embrace it.
I would gladly come back to play on the team where Kenny's the IGL. I'm just saying.
I agree with that too. But he has to lead with confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about an IGL. If you say something, you really have to have control over that team. And and you know, and everybody has to know what's up because that will change the dynamic. But coming up towards the end of this round, you're gonna see Team PR in a lead. They're gonna have a big one. Team Colin has to push through. It starts with this 1v1 and 2 members down of Team PR. The E-Hill is going in favor of Team Colin. Chaos.
They barely have enough time here, but yeah, it's looking bad right now.
It just takes Ghost to win a fight and get into the hill. They might make it with 2 players there. No.
Only 1 player got in the hill.
Yeah.
If Icy got in there, they would have got the break, but it's still a very hard hill to recap. You actually get to the hill before your spawn shield goes away, so you're guaranteed to get a touch. We saw it earlier that round, but then we saw Explosive and Crew win the round just by playing smart, you know, not taking too much. You already won the round when you're up 70 points.
Yeah.
Now you just need to make sure your whole team doesn't get wiped. You don't take any stupid fights. You don't give up any map control for no reason, but you also don't die for it. And that's what we saw. That's exactly what you expect out of a roster like this.
All right. You got Shock leading the board, 18 kills, 13 downs. I was going to say that was one of the players who I hate. I did not get for my roster because, you know, that's one of those late round sleepers, you know, because a lot of players going for, you know, the Optic Gaming members, the fan picks, the international players, but Shock, he was the best addition to this team.
He's playing loose right now. And Shock actually has a lot to prove. I said Speedy has a lot to prove, but I believe Shock's Simplicity squad, they might have just broke up, and now they have like a new roster with Speedy and Zerthing, so that's important. Shock and Speedy playing together right now. They're actually trying to work on their chemistry probably, because they should be competing together in Boston. But yeah, Shock actually was the only player from that Simplicity roster that got picked on one of these rosters. No Kyle, no Pell, no Crash. So
yo, you know what? I actually had kind of Pell. I wanted Crash, but he couldn't play. I had Pell in one of my late round picks, but when I got towards the end, I was like, you know, I need at least one more bilingual player, and I need somebody else to fit the mold, and that was Sleepy, and I'm happy I got him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna show out tonight. But as you see, 6-2, Team PR looking good in map number 1, and this is gonna be a Team Colin map pick.
yeah, interesting, because you would think this is a Team PR pick, but then again,
especially with Rushies on the other side. Like, this is one map where I'm like, all right, you're gonna have to deal with Rushies up there. You know, that's gonna be one fight that you can't really run away from, and you're gonna have to be persistent there. All right, so both these teams coming at it 6-2. Team Colin, we'll see if they can make this comeback. Our second map in this series will be Old Town.
All right. That could go either way for sure. I could see why Team PR is doing so well on this map, though. If you just think about their strat right now, they have Explosive and Shock running the 2v2 that's not up top. They're so good in that middle fight and now that E fight. Rushies and Speedy, they haven't won every round, but they've been doing very well. But Explosive's actually going to take on Icy, which is a trick strat. He's supposed to be at E fighting. He cut in.
And let's not forget Explosive and Shock teaming together in a preseason, the mid-season between season 1 and 2. So in that off-season, when Praise was not playing, I believe. Was it Praise? Well, no, it was Icy. One part when Icy was not playing, Shock was in that roster at the time. Yeah,
Shock subbed in, and then Pell actually played with that roster for the regional.
Yes, he did. He was there as well.
I had the displeasure of playing against them. That was my first time playing with the Ghost roster, and Speedy was not happy when we lost to Pell.
Yeah,
he was not happy at all.
Y'all came in with y'all full team, didn't y'all? Because I casted that game.
That was before the Fatal Strike era, though. That event we had PR as a coach, and nothing against PR, but that event we were still very green behind the ears. Me and Idetta still trying to get used to Speedy being upset with us. Sooner or later, we got better when Speedy yelled at us, but back then it's like, oh, Speedy's yelling at us. What do we do now?
You know, the casters probably should have drafted some of these coaches on these rosters to make sure these boys was in shape coming into these matches.
Well, there's money on the line. Winner gets $5K.
That's a lot of money.
And that's the only prize. There's no second place prize. There's no third place prize. So
$12.50 each, $1,250 per player. Actually, that's wrong math. Don't quote me on that one. I forgot 5v5. It's $1,000 per player.
And they should be giving some of their money to their captain, their coach, whoever it may be.
Whoever created the team needs a little something. You know, maybe a few esports packs. You know, hook them up. For creating such greatness rather than PR, Colin, Brian, whoever it is, you know? But you see, 6-2. Team Colin, they have a slight lead, but the pressure on top of this F hill, the man advantage is actually in favor of PR. They're gonna start pulling out some of these long range weapons to push these guys back, but Dezo finds the kill, he lines up. 1v2, gets some good shots off, but cannot finish. Both home hills in favor of Team Colin though.
But look, Praise and Kenny still here to fight the 2v2 versus Explosive and Chaos. Great play. We're seeing impeccable gameplay right now from Explosive. And you said revive before you shoot, but right there we saw Explosive get the chunk and then the revive. So
that's when you get that confidence. When you get that confidence, you start making moves like that.
yeah, when you're Explosive, you're allowed to break the rules, you know. You don't have to play it by the textbook because you just make your own textbook.
Icy did get the M-bar, and he was the one who pressed the button. His Team Colin in the lead. I'm curious to see if Icy's going to overextend with that M-bar, put some pressure. He did just die to Rushy, so he's going to be able to play. Power is out as well. 3 down, up to these last 2 players.
This could be a last-second push.
Praise has to rush this hill.
Praise and Kenny Bounce are going to be working in this 2v4. Praise takes
now
out
Kenny
one.
needs to go big.
All right.
Going for the cleanup on the kill.
But off the respawn, here comes Powers and Icy. This should be an easy break, but can they get these
They got plenty of time. They just need not rush it. They need to wait for everybody to spawn up, slow it down. They just need 1 cap on their home hill, and that's going to be it.
But here comes the cross from Shock. This is a great angle coming from that control room.
They're indecisive. The whole team is on top of the home hill. At this point, you can kind of just fight in the hill, and you'll be okay. They're going to finally cap this one up.
Good composure from Team Colin there.
Unless Rushies gets a 5-piece.
It's not happening.
Yeah, not today.
This is just one of those hill setups where unless you get a 5 wipe like that, you're not going to be able to get that 3 cap unless it's very long spawns. You know, as I said before, you come off a spawn, you're able to touch the hill before the respawn timer. So you're invincible touching the hill. You should be able to get that touch every time.
All right, so let's see if Team Colin can stay alive and possibly make a 6-2 comeback to kick off our All-Star Series. We're going to have Sniper and M-Bar both on the map, 2 long-range weapons. Looking like a Rise Nation Forge map layout to me. We'll see. Got some talented snipers on the side of both teams.
Oh yeah, all these guys can pick up pretty much any weapon and be lights out with it. You know, I'm critical sometimes of the boom shot and the drop shot plays, but a lot of these guys are sharpshooters, man, when it comes to snipe and bar.
3 up top to Team Colin.
All right.
Bringing that extra man. We'll see if it can kind of work out for them. Do they get the quick button press?
They took out Rushies.
Oh, but they did not stop the sniper from getting picked up.
Ooh, and Shock actually got a headshot.
Ooh,
all right, so I think he pressed the button and got headshotted for it. But Shock got the kill, he got the cap, he got the snipe. So that button press was just not worth it.
It wasn't, but also they need to do it a lot quicker. If you're gonna send 3 up there, you need to press that button right away.
That's part of the strat, exactly.
Yeah.
Go up there, you make sure you press the button, get the kill, get the M-bar, but make sure that button's pressed. That's a very good point.
Because by the time you get that M-bar, you'll be able to cover the hill in that sniper there. Also, after you cleared out those players. So a little just small mishap on Team Colin, but they will have their home hill under their control. Sniper versus M-bar. Dezo versus Shock.
So it's going to come down to a mid-round team fight.
Oh, they're parallel. They're right parallel to each other.
Right, and if you look at it, technically the initial is 1 to Team PR. Nice snipe shot from Shock there. Explosive going to clean up the kill. Now they have man advantage. It's up to Dezo. He needs to go off with this M-bar, but he's going to get pushed. Here comes Rushy. That's the exact type of play you expect from Rushy. Oh, you have an M-bar out? Okay, I'm just going to vault over this wall.
He came through like, oh yeah.
I'm here, baby.
See, the E-hill is going to be capped up for Team PR. Looking to close this one out right now, but Powers, is he going to have it?
2 shot down from Powers, and he's going to stay alive, but I don't think he needs to get a touch. Kenny calling out, I have the touch. Powers needs to get a kill here, though. Alleviate some pressure.
Kenny needs to be there. He throws the smoke. That's a good smoke. Heads up play, trying to defend the hill. And that allows Powers to get some shots in and wait for reinforcements to come through.
Here comes Dezo. Powers, 1 shot. Explosive's going to back out.
Good defense, but Chaos has pressure. He took out Kenny. So Chaos is going to have some pressure from the side.
Shock got a snipe headshot there, too. And this is good, like, push and pull that I'm seeing right now from Team PR. They got off the home hill, they got out of the security, they came right back, got 2 kills, now a 3rd kill. And this is the exact type of wolf packing you want to see, staggering their spawns. This is exactly how all-star teams should be playing. They have too much chemistry, though. This Team PR is scary right now.
Woo! PR showing that so far, he's the man with the plan. With the first pick, he gets explosive. Rushy, Speedy, Chaos, Shock, and they come out swinging on 4s. So Team PR, they take map number 1. Looking good, looking good. Started it off. Ribs, how did you feel about that one? What could Team Colin do differently there?
They just have to win more of those 2. It's really fun watching these rosters play together. They've played together before in like wagers, and some of them are former teammates.
But how much money really on the line in those wagers?
Right.
Now, we know what Rushy say, but you know, we'll take that with a grain of salt.
Clickbait. Right? Sometimes there's actually some money on the line. So they're gonna make these rosters, and they're gonna take it serious. You already saw some trick strats in game 1. You see some, you know, former teammates playing spots together, and now in Old Town, we're gonna see what these guys bring to the table.
All right, here you go, folks. If you're just joining us, we got Team Colin versus Team PR. Team PR won map number 1. We're headed into map number 2, Old Town. We'll see if Team Colin can get it done and get one on the board and force a map number 3.
So Icy was on home hills that last map. Now we see him here on the front spawn. So I'm interested to see if Icy's warmed up and he's ready to take the team on his back. Icy's been playing great towards the end of this season too. Him and Team Reciprocity.
And so Icy is one of those players where I felt like, where Icy, especially in Gears 3, he was like the main slayer of the team, right? Icy's front spawn certified. He's the champion. You know, so it's good to kind of see him playing those positions once again, because I don't see him really playing those roles on the teams that he's been on recently.
But meanwhile, we're seeing Shock and Explosive once again. They're fighting a 2v2 in the middle. They already got their 2 kills. So now, like you were saying, they have middle control. We're going to see the cross come out. That's why you're seeing Speedy and Rushies once again working together. They don't get the kills, but they're able to cap the hill easily because they have that cross from the middle.
But, you know, you have to be cautious when you're in these positions and cautious watching your right and your left. But you don't want to give up this B hill completely. You see them both working together, but Team PR, they get it done. Power is looking to try to escape from this situation. Smoke behind him. He does toss it out. Does not stun anybody. He's got some pressure coming up from both sides. He's going to fall. Team PR on top of the home hill. 3 members down on Team Colin. Trip cap domination. Can Icy get it done?
No.
He cannot chainsaw that.
But Team PR right now, I believe they're the only ones who got kills that round. Bunch of donuts right now for Team Colin.
Really, the whole squad?
Yeah, I don't think I saw 1 kill in favor. Yeah, no. That's
hey, yo, Kenny on top with that cap.
Yeah, you, at the very least get a cap, right? But that started off Shock broke ice that round. I believe Explosive and him are working that middle fight. I'd like to see, you know, what can Team Colin do? They might change up the fight right now by putting a weapon on either side. But that 2v2 right now, Shock and Explosive, they're picking up right where they left off on a Forge.
Okay, so let's see. First weapon placement. Back street. Snipers going down. You know,
the initial should be the same. It should still be a 2-2 because that middle control is so important, man.
You know, you got Icy playing over there on that side of the map, and I do believe it was Icy and I think it was Power who's going to be fighting for that snipe. And we know how talented both of them are with that weapon, but you're going to have to watch out for Rushies on the other end. And, you know, Rushies, and I'm trying to think of who is the second best talented sniper on that team. To me,
it might be Explosive.
It might be Chaos. I think Chaos. I have to give it to Chaos. So we'll see what he can do with that. As I said, the duo of Speedy and Rushies working together again. They're still in their 2v2 fight for control over the power weapon and control over B hill. Back A is going to get some damage in. Mid fight won by Team Colin this round.
Yes, Dezo9 got 2 kills in the middle. Good job to him.
Ooh, praise. He's going to curve that shot. Team Colin gets it done. They're going to get that sniper as well.
Ooh, Kenny overextended on his own. Woo. This is old school Kenny. We're seeing Kenny Echo Fox Kate.
He finally gets reinforcements, but Chaos bounces through left and right, turns around, gets another chunk, and he says, Powers, you want some of this? Well, you can come get it.
Chaos again, just like in the beginning of map 1. He gets the 3-piece when he can't get 4, but those are the type of plays that shows Chaos belongs on an all-star roster as well. We talk about all these other playoffs, but Chaos is going to put in work, and he's a very consistent player.
Ghost Gaming is an all-star roster. It's a LATAM all-star roster, and they played just like it. Getting 3rd at the last event in Mexico City. Those boys are definitely some favorites to win our last event in Boston, going down April 26th to the 28th.
And I think this time around, Ghost Gaming is going to be doing a boot camp over in California. We haven't done one of those since we picked up the Latin American roster. So.
You going to give them some good scrim practice?
I'll hook them up with my barber, and that's all I'm really doing for them.
Hey, yo, a fresh cut goes a long way when it comes down to confidence, all right?
Good, feel good, play good, all right?
As you see, Team Colin being the aggressors, Chaos coming out of spawn, looking to get over there towards that B hill, A hill being decapped. The home hill down low has not been capped for Team PR, so they're still in it for now. Chaos gets another one. He takes down Kenny.
That was an aggressive play from Kenny right there. Didn't expect him to make that play because he already had the hill cap, but meanwhile, Praise and Icy pick up some kills. This is a Team Colin round right now, up about 100 points.
Ooh!
Good patience from Icy. You saw Chaos lined up the shot too.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for that up A with that reaction shot, but Icy cutting him off.
He had to make a decision, but he chose his escape route was going towards the power weapon rather than down the hill. But Icy was ready for it there. 2 hills in favor of Team Colin. We're in phase 2, about to enter that late game. Team Colin all in control over this round. We'll see if Team PR can pull something out of the hat.
They have enough time to get a good formulated push right here, but it looks like Rushy's going to be doing his solo thing, pushing the 1v1 on the opposing home hill, but now he's going to be in a 1v2. Let's see if Rushy's able to get at least one kill without dying here.
If he can get some, oh, the down is there.
Look at the movement.
Ooh.
Look at the movement.
Ooh. Stop.
So on his screen, that looks frantic, but if you look at him from another perspective, he's going sharp left, and then he's cutting sharp right, sharp left. It's very hard to hit a moving target like that.
He's not just moving for no reason. He's dodging shots because he had 3 players coming in from the right off the low side, and he was also trying to buy some time for his teammate to be annoying.
I don't think it was enough though. Team Colin is going to be able to hold off this last second push from Team PR. We're going to see a 1-1 round. Good job there from Team Colin, keeping it close.
Definitely, you know, and that's what they need. You know, they lost map number 1, 7-3. You got to keep it close now. Round 1, they didn't get any kills, but they definitely, so not getting no kills in round number 1 to having, I believe about, hold up, maybe I was tripping. I saw about 30 kills there.
30
total. So there was a lot of kills that happened in that round. I saw a few players with 5.
That was a long round. It went to the distance.
5, yeah, 15, 19, 22 kills that round.
In 1 round. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And that's going to happen a lot of times with these pickup teams, especially with so much slaying power on both teams. You know, you're not going to see a lot of teams run away from these fights. They're going to take it. And for that reason, we're going to see high kill games. You're going to see a lot of action, and that's why I'm glad to be here watching this.
I'm glad to have you, Ribs. It's fun to cast officially on Fight Night. Drop shot is going to be placed as well. We're going to have a big 4v4 team fight, 1v1 in the middle. Here we go.
This is going to be a scuffle here. A lot of smokes coming out. This is a 4v4. Power's going to go in without getting stunned. Going to break ice.
Who has the best straight liners? Who can perform better in chaos through the smoke? Throw smokes and get loose, as we like to say. Speedy comes through. He's going to miss one, but praise Icy. They get it done. Working together. Drop shot acquired as well by Powers. Team Colin looking good there, and they're going to put some pressure down and play for the trip cap domination. But they got 4 players down low. Their home hill is not capped.
Ooh, good kill from Chaos right there. He actually
the player top was the B, so
yeah, no one went to B off the initial to fight for snipe. Instead, they did 4-1, one in the middle for a drop
I think Team PR survives this round only because the player who capped B had to cap the home hill first because it was 4 players of Team Colin down low, so that's going to keep them alive a little bit. Powers did have the drop shot throughout the chaos. I lost him, but he's still alive for now.
When Rushy's running right past that drop, but Powers is going to pick up that kill. And it's looking like Team PR is actually going to pick up map control here mid-round. Powers does have some help here on Speedy, and he is going to be able to win that 2v1. Good crosses coming out there from Kenny Bounce. Always ready to shoot for his team. And now Shock's going to be trying to hold off this 2v1. Does Powers know he's there? No. He's going to run past him. And Shock must know that his team's going to touch B. Okay.
Oh, so he's staying on it. He's like, hey, I'm going to make it to my teammate.
Yeah, they're stacking the B hill. That's probably an explosive call. Stack B. Give up our hill for now. That's Powers' last drop shot. He isn't going to get a kill with it. But he still does have a shot.
Not going to hit. 3v3. Actually, 4v4. For the snipe acquired by Team Colin. They're actually going to back out with it. They also have the height advantage. Sniper's going to be in Dezo's hand. Still fighting though for control of this hill. It just takes 1 down for Team PR to kind of be back in this one. They have the pressure that's there, but they're going to choose to back out and just slow this one down a little bit. Probably get some pressure on the other side of the map.
Yeah, that was an interesting engagement. Neither team like fully sent for the whole fight. They saw that Icy got the kill on Chaos, and they're like, all right, slow down. 4v3, both teams stay alive, and that's smart play. That's how you're supposed to play when you're playing for money. Doesn't I get the snipe headshot though?
Kenny with the Superman.
Two-piece. All right, we're seeing Kenny bounce. Turn it up now. Shout out to Echo Fox K. He hasn't used that since early season 2.
Now they're looking to end this one. They're trying to get some pressure down towards the home hill, but Chaos, the last line of defense, he's in no man's land. They recognize he's going to have to make a decision in one of these directions. He's going to choose to take the 1v1 up top. Not sure who he's going to have to play. It's actually going to be Kenny, and Kenny's just going to pull out that lance and try to keep him forced down low. That drop shot is going to be in the hand of Kenny as well.
Yeah, I want to say Team Colin has every advantage here, but meanwhile, they lose 2 kills. Good drop shot from Kenny, and he just took this late round into his own hands. You saw how low that drop shot was to the
really
ground.
It was a very hard one to dodge.
Right, and that's the efficient drop shot play that you don't see out of every pro player. Like I said, I'm hypercritical on drop shot and boom shot for the most part, but a lot of these players are nasty with snipe, torque bow. Drop shot, Kenny, in my opinion, is one of the best in the game with it. He picks up about 6 kills that round. Did Colin give them a motivational speech or something between that first and second map?
Maybe he slid in Discord and he gave something very, very grand to these guys. Say, hey, don't you be out here making me look all embarrassed out there on that stream out here.
He might have actually came in after that first round where they all had donuts, and he's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna need you guys to turn up right now. Meanwhile, Kenny and Praise, first 2 players to hit double-digit kills. Good job from them.
Okay, let's see. Looking at this weapon placement, gonna be a block in the middle. I agree with it. You've had big 4v4 team fights that we saw on both halves of the map. You see one off the initial for the drop shot. If that resets, you see both teams try to get into position for that sniper later on.
It's a long rotation, too, going all the way from drop to snipe.
Especially when you're playing, 4-1s.
Yes, and I believe they're going to do 4-1 again. It makes sense. That snipe, you can go for it later. But right now, we need that middle control.
From Gears 3, having Old Town, you don't think having a dedicated cross in the middle, you send an extra guy, have one just lancering 100% of the time?
I haven't been competing for the last few events, and I stopped competing before Old Town, so I can't really speak on the strategies too much, but both teams want this 4v4, and both times Team Colin has come out on top.
But you did play it in Gears 3, though.
I played it in Gears 3, but it wasn't escalation. It's so different in execution days. It was so different.
That is very, very true on that one. I say that, if you do want a little extra switch up, send a guy late towards mid-map. Have somebody cover you over the top so you can just lance for free on that gate and just try to lance the power weapon down right off the rip. Be annoying, but sometimes when there's that many smokes down low in that bell tower area, it just takes one chunk. Okay, one chunk to get the man advantage.
Yeah, you don't even need a 4v4 there. You could go in with 3 people. Just have Powers get 4 kills real quick.
Sniper is going to be in the hand of Praise. We'll see what he can do with that. Woo!
Beautiful shot. You saw that flick shot? That reaction time is beautiful from Praise. And Praise actually started back in the day in Gears 1, and while people were competing in Gears 2, he was just playing snipe battles.
He said, I dare you.
He's an old school sniper.
Do it.
Ooh, you can see him pushing up with confidence right now.
Knowing his teammate had his back. And, some players will try to bait out the competition, but just baiting a little bit too hard. And I think he did drop that sniper on the ground. Speed's going to go look for it. He's going to acquire it. B-Hill not capped, but he's going to try to turn on Icy very, very quickly. Icy staying alive, looking for a chunk.
Ooh, nice pistols there you see from
He
Speedy.
got a good shot, just couldn't get it. Double kills, 3 down on the side of Team Colin.
Yeah, everything was going right for them, but that was a great retake on all sides of the map for Team PR. Now it's all up to Praise and Kenny.
Still in phase 1 of this round.
If they can hold off this OE, they do have a point advantage.
They just need to be persistent.
Yeah,
it's still a low respawn round. We're going to be in, I believe, 18 second respawn rounds? Yeah.
So it looks like they held off the fight. Praise was able to get 1 kill. Kenny just kind of bouncing around, exerting his presence there. Now it's going to be this mid-round fight where all the new power weapons are coming up off spawn. So we're going to see a fight up at the bell tower and a fight for that sniper at B.
So Kenny, he's just trying to get a lay of the land because he doesn't see anybody. You guys see it at home on an X-ray cam, those 2 players hiding, but Kenny cannot see that on his screen. So he's going to fall. He's going to get cleaned up. 2 members down of Team Colin. They do have the hill advantage, and they're trying to OE, trying to take their numbers where they can get it and keep rotating this map around. Taking out Praise, I do believe they should put some pressure on the A hill.
Praise got sniper again. No, there's no need to OE here.
No need?
Yeah, especially because they have drop shot. Maybe one player go there, be a nuisance, but you want to make sure you don't get drop shotted here. That's the only way that Team PR wins this round, is if they get 2 or 3 drop shot kills.
Ooh. He's being, I think he saw Chaos goes to the, oh, he gets him in the neck.
Yeah, he hit him literally right in the neck. Good shot there from Praise. We saw him earlier in the round in the same situation. You want to see PR or Praise back all the way up if you have to. You don't die for this B hill, especially not with snipe in your hands. Leave Icy there to fight
to the gate.
1 kill. Yeah, you just want to try to hold off this lane.
Oh, is this the spot though? Is this the position?
Meanwhile,
Might be.
he's hiding there. He's able to get 1.
Stop!
Praise gets 2.
And he killed his teammate. Yeah. That's pretty much a 1v3 in my book. Team Colin gets another one on the board, and that's 3 in a row.
Those are little victories. Praise would always say little
Another 3 in a row.
The round was pretty much over, even if he didn't get a kill there, because they had the overextension on the other hill. They were up by a lot of points. Little victories for Praise. That momentum goes right over into the next round, and he's feeling himself right now. Praise picking it up.
And 4 rounds in, 4 players on double-digit kills for Team Colin up there. Looking like, ooh, are the LATAM players going to get some secondaries down on the map? Hovering over those Botox Marxists.
Yeah, I'd like to see, like you were saying, maybe a trick shot here from Team PR. They haven't won that bell tower fight just yet. Maybe, try to get numbers somewhere else, get that snipe, get those Marxes. You could potentially get 2 Marxes on your team and a sniper. That should be able to hold off a drop shot put.
That definitely can. Those Marxes and Snipers are going to be on 1 minute and 30-second respawn timers. Take a look at this one, seeing a break. Somebody's going to be late for Team Colin in this one.
And Team PR, you're right, Team PR did make it to the bell tower first. And Rushies is going to be able to quick pick the drop shot. But we're going to see the Team Colin try to cut them off.
Oh, you got to chase them down. They're going to chase down Speedy.
All right, Rushies got out. Rushies so good at that, man. Get that weapon, get out with it, stay alive. And he shoots the drop shot.
Oh, smart by Icy, running past it.
Yeah, he's not going to pick up the kill. And now we're going to see a 3v3 on the map. And they're going to rotate that drop shot over for the B. Get those Marxes, get that snipe. There should be a fight going on over there right now. And Kenny going for that flank.
All right, Sniper's going to be acquired for power. So I believe we got 3 drop shot Snipers and
Explosive
a
doesn't know.
Marxa.
Kenny's going to miss one shot, but he takes out Explosive. That's a big kill.
Oh, he is going to get him down. So that is going to be a big kill. I think that Marxa may have been on the ground. So.
It is, but it's not in the hands of Explosive. And that's what's important, because he is, in my opinion, one of the best support players in the game, if not the best. And with that Marxa, that gets exponentially amplified. He is one of the best Marxa players I've ever seen.
All right. This game's going to start to slow down. 20-second respawns in this one. Team PR looking to cut this deficit just a little bit to possibly tie it up going into the half. It's going to be Team Colin, the defensive team. You see them dropping back towards mid. They're going to stack a few players for the drop shot respawn. It comes up in 47 seconds. So they're going to get a few players over there, keeping Powers in a position for him to be able to help them out when players start pushing. He does have a height advantage as well. So if you're on Team Colin, you want to try to figure out where is the drop shot, but you do hold the risk of these players trading it out as well.
Right, so Rushies does have drop shot. We know that because we could see that right now as spectators.
Team Colin doesn't know that, though.
Yeah, Team Colin, you know, they could assume Rushies has it because he quick picked it. But I like how they have control of the new drop, you know, the bell tower from the new drop shot. Points don't really matter in a round like this. The respawns are so long, it comes down to which team gets that team white.
We have 13 seconds for Sniper, 8 seconds for Sniper, 10 seconds for drop shot.
Okay, so Powers might have an angle here to see the Sniper. I'm not sure.
Wait, okay, we'll see. He can stand
drop shots up.
Is he going to drop the Sniper for it? No, he's going to protect his team. Okay.
All right, Powers, very good sniper. Kenny bounce, like I said, one of the best drop shot players. Through the smoke, maybe?
Woo!
Yes!
X-ray vision.
So does he have X-ray vision? Does he have some kind of mod? Because obviously that was easy for us.
He hit that body shot on explosives in the middle. He might. He's going to be at 8%.
Powers got some type of cheat codes because that was clear cut through a smoke. Maybe he was marked. If he was marked, then it makes it a little bit easier. Who's that hiding right there? Chaos, man.
But he goes wide, which is very smart. Drop shots behind him.
That
comes up a little bit short.
Double kill. Yeah, Rushy is missing that drop shot there.
That could have possibly gave PR the advantage that they needed. Powers, he cleans up that kill, hits the body shot as well. The pressure's there. Looking for Rush. He's down his teammate. Dezo caught in the crossfire. Powers to turn up. He goes down. 3 members dead on the side of Team Colin. This is where Praise has to hold off. The pressure's coming. Team PR, they might get this round. Yeah, it's looking good.
I don't know what happened. Kenny Bounce didn't really do much with drop shot. Powers right there. After that headshot, didn't really do much with snipe, and then Shock got a big double kill. And now it's going to come down to this last second fight on Team PR's home, or Team Colin's home, when Icy picks up a double kill. But no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Team PR had the point advantage all around.
That down, that friendly fire, you know, and it was an accident, you know. Powers didn't see Dezo running while he was scoped in, looking at rushes, and just kind of unfortunate. Sometimes those shots do happen.
At some point, do you put the sniper away and try to get in that team fight?
Well, not after how productive he was before that.
He's getting a lot of body shots. He got that
the
one
headshot. He was very efficient with it until he actually, you know, accidentally got the team kill. But, you know, sometimes, hey, just things happen. So, more secondaries going down. We will have Botox. We'll see if anybody decides to acquire them in the beginning of the team fight and bring that Botox down right away to fight for that drop shot. But I don't think these teams will. I think they're going to go back to their 4-1 strategies, throw smokes, get loose, get in there, fight for that drop shot, see if we can get the first kill out of stun.
So I do know, now that I think of it, Rushy was able to get a quick pick that round. That's because the low side is actually quicker. So we're going to see now Team Colin is going to be able to get towards that drop shot first. You see Icy's there first. So this should be Team Colin's slight advantage in this crazy 4v4 battle. That advantage means nothing if Rushies is just getting a free chunk on Icy, getting too aggressive.
Now, looking to pick this one up. No power weapons acquired just yet. They got it down. Power weapon. in favor of Team PR. 22-second respawn rounds. 2 members down on the side of Team Colin, 2 members down on the side of Team PR. Snipers finally acquired by Powers. We'll see if he can keep his team in this round. He got all players rushing him, trying to take him out the equation. He finally goes down. Reinforcements coming in late, but it does look like this may slow down just a little bit. With the, oh, now this is scary, having that drop shot and that marks are down low. Icy falls, and here comes the pressure. Still 3 drops in the hand of Rushies, and he's looking like he want to go over the top.
Yeah, you could. Why not?
Oh, Kenny gets away. Why not, right? Do it for the All-Star match.
You can't do that on a lot of maps. Shoot over, most of the cover just like that. And it's looking all Team PR here towards the end of this first half. And they should be able to tie 3-3 here. And I have a question for you. You saw Rushies get that kill in Icy earlier in the round.
Yeah.
And you saw him spinning in circles.
Yeah.
If people at home don't know, when you get killed in this game, you're forced to spectate the person who killed you for a few seconds.
Yes.
So when you see someone, teabag in the air, spinning in circles, sometimes they just go left and right, which is the no-no. That's because your opponent that you just killed could see it.
Yep.
Does that type of stuff, would that get in your head?
No, it definitely is. It is a form of taunting.
Yes.
Without being verbal with it,
Right.
So if you're on that main stage, got those soundproof Astro headsets on, and both teams coming out, hey, you don't want to scream across stage? Hey, you do a little Batman like that, and we love watching it at home
does
as well.
that all the time.
He definitely does.
But my question is, if
and
that happened to you...
It's fun when you get sniped, though. You snipe somebody, and they're like, where I get sniped from? And then you do it, and they finally see where they... Yeah, so... Oh, Team Colin's in a 2-mid match, so they will have an extra guy there to bring out that cross. But, folks, it is going to be halftime, so we will have all the power weapons wiped off the map and a new set of heals as well. So back to a 2-2-1, I like to call it. 2v2 at the bell tower, 2v2 in the mid-map, and 1v1 at the B Street.
You saw Praise there. He's initiating this push, and he's able to down one. He backs up after getting it down. Then he gets his other kill on Speedy. Praise, good job there. He was actually fighting against 3 people that one.
The third guy is the one who killed him. I think he might have actually came out with the 1v2.
He was hitting full spread that whole time. When Praise is hitting full spread, those shots hurt. They hurt, man.
Team PR, they will be the team with the advantage controlling 2 hills. It's Rushies trying to get the trip cap domination now, but little does he know somebody's going to be playing for his home hill, and he loses that 2v1, soon to be a 3v1 in favor of Team Colin, but they win that one to get their home hill back. Team PR backing up, making sure they can have control over the neutral hill, which is going to be E, which is going to be a bell tower, where we saw that drop shot fight at last round. So both teams very acclimated to fighting over there, but Dezo, he's looking for some mid-map control. The explosives was down, and anytime you got him down, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit and take him out.
Get him off the map, please.
Now, with that little advantage, let's see what Dezo wants to do. Put himself in position to get some crosses over there. And this is what I was talking about. You have that extra guy come middle map when you see a team constantly running that 4-1, and he gets on his middle gate. And now, at this point, he's able to throw smokes and be annoying. All you got to do is just make sure you keep marking players so he has some good vision. But
yeah, good awareness there from Dezonite. He didn't tunnel vision too much on that E fight.
That's where some players would have lost a round for their team right there.
Yeah, they get too happy getting that angle, and they forget that smart players are going to flank them immediately. And now numbers are going to go in favor of Team PR and have a 5v3 on the map.
Oh, hold that. Back up.
The Mano kick, explosive not
Dezo
going to
with
have
the
the
revive,
parry
staying
ready.
alive.
Explosive need to practice his
now
fighting
he's going to lead
there.
the charge coming in there.
Big fight here. This is pretty much a round-deciding fight. Team Colin needs to win this.
I don't know if he dies the rest. I don't know.
Ooh, and he doesn't swing that shot quick enough. Speedy was so weak, but Speedy's so composed in those situations. He is a shotgun player, man. If you guys don't know, Speedy wins those fights almost all the time.
Those are the ones that he loves. He loves being in those pressure situations. Loves being a guy for his team. But 3-3 on the scoreboard. Team PR won map number 1, 7-3. Tied at the half. Round 1, no power weapons on the map. But it's Team PR with the 2-hill advantage. Looking to go up in this one, 4-3, and take their first lead of this map. The question is, can they do it? Praise has something to say about it. It's a 1v1 at the F hill as well. Somebody hops in.
They broke it.
Decap, smart move by Praise not to stay though. I think it's another 1v1 over there though. And Rushies did get Kenny as well.
They overextended as well. Okay, so Team PR is going to win that round. Very good job to them. And now we're going to come down to Colin. Team Colin needs to break ice here. They need to get the momentum back on their side. As you saw, they lost 3 rounds in a row.
This isn't a bad round to lose, though. It's round 7, first round of the half. You put a power weapon down, you set the tone for the rest of the round. So if they want the sniper, the drop shot back down, if they want to get back to those big team fights, and why not, right? They had a lot of success in the first half over here fighting that bell tower.
It's their quick side, too. As I said, this bottom side, does get, if you check during the overhead map, you'll see they up A out of their spawn a split second faster. So this bottom side is quicker.
13 kills, 12 there. Explosives, 14 kills, 14 downs. I love seeing doubles in Gears of War because that means that that player is being so productive. Sometimes, you know, a player might not get all his downs, you know? He could be getting all chunks and his teammates can clean up his downs.
Yeah, you got 15 downs. You got to add at least 5 kills.
Yeah, you got to at least add 5 more to the total to make it official. But shot comes out. He takes out Kenny. 4v4 situation. Fighting for the drop shot control. Trying to get in and make something happen.
All right, and this is going to be a Team Colin initial round unless Shock is able to get another kill. I believe he's in a 1v2. He's going to barely get past that drop shot. So good job from Shock. That's damage control right there. Getting the kill, making them waste the drop. He's going to push right back in. He's going to die to this drop shot more than likely. No. Icy shot it too far.
Oh, I was going to say he almost made it to a safe place.
They haven't killed him just yet. Shock should die here. He does. Good try from him. The trade's going to come out.
His powers get up and his powers die. I see he's down.
Explosive went for that kill. Chaos with the flank. He's going to pick
down
up 2.
on Team Colin.
These kills are going back and forth. The trades are back and forth right now.
Looks like looking to make a play. He knows somebody might be secret manning. He has to be a nuisance. He acquires the knowledge of 2, so he says, you know what? I might be safe. I probably don't have to back up out of here just yet.
This is very aggressive gameplay from Rushies. Your team has the map control. Don't even put yourself in danger, but these are the plays he's known for. Not very high IQ plays, but his skill gets him out of it. Sometimes, not all the time.
Team Colin, they get in towards his E-Hill still early on, and they have the big lead in this one, about a 60-point-plus lead. They're looking to get in and control this neutral hill once again. So 4 players alive. They have their home hill. They're rushing Chaos. He's going to be the one defending his home hill, trying to OE to possibly take out Icy to keep this round alive for his team. But now he has to go back up.
Look at Fraze ready for it. Great awareness from Fraze, knowing that Chaos didn't overextend. He's actually going to fight on his home hill. That's going to be a Team Colin round. And I'm just curious why Rushies took that fight at the bottom mid. He almost got away with a kill there, but I wanted to see him maybe set up middle, just get ready for that push at E, because they had map control at that point. But hey, Team Colin is going to win that initial. They're going to win the mid-round engagements, and now it's a 4-4. This map has been back and forth.
I can only imagine if what is Colin and PR saying to each other in the chat, but let us know who you want to win. Is it Team Colin and Team PR in this one? 4-4. Do we see a map 3, or is it over now? Block in the middle of the map. They don't want to deal with no nades, which is typically what we see get placed there. Either incense, frag grenades, or sniper. Nothing that both these teams want to deal with. Do not want to split out their forces, because if you do put nades there, at that point, you kind of have to fight. You have to kind of run a 3-2 strategy. Majority of the players for the drop shot, the lesser for the nades.
All right, Team Colin needs to win this initial here. They did come from the top side, so they're going to be a split second behind, but they stopped Rushies from getting the quick pick, which is very important. And it looks like Crazy is going to be able to pick up this meat shield. No! What a teammate Speedy is, but he's going to get the kill and get stunned.
He hit his teammate in the back, though. Some friendly fire there, but does not matter. Both these players need to utilize their lances in a shot to make something happen. They know a quick pick may come. Icy trying to make something happen. Nice reaction shot.
He's still got a lot of health left. He can get another kill here, maybe.
His teammate stayed alive, though.
Oh, and here comes Powers. He's going to pick up one.
He should be able to get another kill. 1v1.
1v2, I think.
Oh, and Speedy has had Powers' number most of the night. He gets him again, but Praise stays there. 3 members alive for Team PR.
Great effort there from Icy.
That smoke that smoke was the play.
The drop shot comes out. It is going to take out Explosive as well, but that is a win for Team PR. They get the weapon. They get that initial cap. This should be a good round for Team PR if they can make sure they make those drop shots work. Here comes a push from Shock. Maybe a little bit of a bait there. He knows if he goes down, Speedy could drop shot for him.
16-second respawn round.
And you see now, yeah, you see Team Colin a little hesitant on that push, knowing that drop shot's in play.
Rushy's out of position. Does he get caught out here? You cannot let him get away after he was so overextended.
And he does get taken out, and this is, again, I'm seeing Rushy's overextend through the middle when his team has all the map control. And I don't think Team Colin's going to be able to capitalize too much, but they're going to use that middle lane. You see 3 players going through that middle lane. There's the drop shot. He gets marked, and he gets full redded by Kenny. And he's getting head down from his former cap and Explosive. A little bit of a bait there. Explosive's going to back out. Speedy's going to pick up a kill on Dezenide. Team PR is able to hold off this push right now. But Icy did get a kill on Chaos over on the home hill side.
Oh, look at the flank coming in the back spot. Rushy's trying to hold it off the pinch. Rushy's Explosive. One goes down. Rushy's in a tough position. He falls as well.
Team Colin was able to win the home hill sides, and now they could try to collapse on
the
Team.
flank at E-hill is what needs to happen ASAP.
It's a pinch, and Praise is going to have to take this fight for now to make sure he's not getting chased. Now he's going to cut back.
But they're having a hard time.
This is a 3v2. And look at Praise, cheeky play here. He's actually going to be able to pick up a down. Meanwhile, over at that E-hill, they won that 2v2 fight without Praise help. And he gets that kill right as he goes down. You know Explosive is not happy about that one. And Team Colin, once again, they don't win the initial.
Can Rushies do something special? 3 stun.
Ooh, good smoke placement.
Missed the chunk. Misplacement on the bounce.
Praise is taking this game into his own hands right now. You know when you get a kill on Explosive like that, as your character is going down, it's a good feeling. It's a terrible feeling when it happens.
That's when you go to the Optic Gaming group chat and say, come on now. I've been doing it to you in the 1v1s and the warm-ups for the longest.
That's true. We're going to see a lot of teammates playing against each other within these next few weeks in these all-star matches, and that stuff's fun. And you're right, they have their private DMs. They're, you know, some of them are even in team houses, so they might be playing back-to-back against each other. You know the trash talk is going on behind the scenes.
Okay. So I believe we saw secondaries get placed there. 29 kills for Praise so far.
Yeah, and he's using that General Hoffman Black Steel, the Gears 1 version, the Gears UE Gears 1 version. This is one of his characters. He's been using Hoffman for a long time.
This is a classic one.
Yeah.
You know when you pull this one out, this is what you're comfortable with.
Yep.
But the pressure's there. That was a good smoke from him. Rushy still playing that defensive position in the back. Explosive gets one. That's another one. They're going to slowly start to move up. And good patience there to Team PR, recognizing their numbers, recognizing the flank is coming, knowing when to put on the brakes and put their foot on the gas as well, because the pressure's coming. Praise cuts back.
And he doesn't go down either.
He stays alive. And he he gets to the home hill.
Meanwhile, Kenny is causing a ruckus too.
Kenny gets one here.
He did a good job of damage control, but that cutback on Praise, that's a shot. You got to check yourself,
Yeah, you can't chase that hard.
Praise is in your head at that point, because Praise was literally one bullet from any gun. Don't even touch your A button at that point. Praise is one of the best in the game when it comes to those cutback situations. He knows what you want.
Yeah, Explosive taking some of that damage, but you see how he's working that angle on a snake. This is like playing Clock Tower back in the day. If you guys used to scrim on that map, maybe in Gears UE, trying to work those angles on the line, going back and forth.
So honestly, these last couple of rounds Team Colin has won. They didn't win the initial. You know, 2 rounds in a row, we saw a retake mid-round by Team Colin. Can they do it on the 3rd round? And this time, you know, Team PR does have drop shot. All 5 of them are alive. Rushies, if Rushies doesn't get singled out, I think they should be able to hold this push off with their power weapon.
Oh, he's going to be nerdy with that. Yeah, you got to be careful with that one.
That might have been a bait. I'll give Powers the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Just make him use some bullets. I'm not going to get headshotted, though.
Now, he lining something up. Is he going to put it on the side at the exit? He bounces back. That comes up a little bit short.
It's a good smoke screen, but yeah, between Explosive and Chaos, you need. Oh, right.
They get this one down, but Chaos stays alive. This is where you keep your pressure. Get your health regen to start. You got some damage on him.
And that's a win for Team Colin, just being able to get one kill.
He does have a Marxist, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, Chaos is going to wait for reinforcements. They still have the E-hill. They still have drop shot. Praise is actually the only one alive for Team Colin right now, so he's in a bad spot.
How does he back out? When does he back out? Does he?
Yeah, it would have to be now, yeah, but he's choosing an interesting route. He's going to have to take this fight here on Explosive, and Explosive not having it. He had the right gun out at the right time, and that's IQ right there. Making sure you have that shotty out.
I think
just in case.
He tried to cut somebody off, just in case he knew a player might flank him. So he tried to isolate that 1v1. Did not want to push Chaos with the marks in hand, but it did not work out.
It made sense. It could have caught a lesser player, but not Chaos.
Yeah. So Kenny, he's gonna fall there. You see, take a look at the scoreboard. It's Team PR looking to tie it up.
Speedy just being efficient right now. He got 2 drop shot kills with a shotgun kill in between. And that should be able to secure Team PR. Speedy right now just going for stat padding. He's just going for kills because he knows his team should be able to close this round out without a nice shot. Praise getting taken out easily. Speedy's going on a kill spree. Rushies is actually going to take out Speedy. This should be a Team PR round. We're going to 5-5. These are the exact type of matches that I want to cast, man. Back and forth.
I agree. Keep it close, keep it exciting, and both these teams have, you know, it feel like they found their groove, right? They feel like they found their identity, how they want to play, what they want to put down. They kind of got a little bit of synergy. Hey, they're playing for $1,000 a piece, first place, taking home $5 grand, taking home the entire prize pool. So winner takes all. And looking at these weapons, maybe we get a snipe on that back street once again. We saw him play it this way in the first half. Towards the later rounds, it was Team PR who started to pull away with it when the map was set up just like this, and the respawn timers were exactly the same. So, gonna have to be cautious if you set it up this way.
Yeah, Team PR overall, I've seen them win more initials here at this bell tower fight. Like I said, the last few rounds that Team Colin did win, they didn't even win the initial. They won mid-round pushes, you know, those engages mid-round, and then they took it to the end of the round. So this is a very important initial for Team Colin to show that they can win this initial, and they're coming from the top side, so they're going to be a little bit delayed. Okay. So let's see if Rushies goes in for this quick pick. We'll stay on board with him and just see how he utilizes his front spawn.
Yeah, Team PR, you said it gets there first, and look, he's going to pass the first mark. He has that little slight edge, and that's all you need in Gears of War.
That weapon.
The quick pick, you get it and you're gone, trying to make it out.
He slides right past Howard, and Rushies is such a little slime ball,
and
man.
now he has the perfect position, because all you need to do is mark a few players. He's being patient, going to get into a better position to help his teammates, and now he knows he needs to play defense.
That was a bad cutback. Praises on your... Yeah, he's going to pocket the drop shot. The Rushies should have known.
He was a little indecisive right there.
Yes, and it cost him, and that's those little quick second decisions.
Team Colin, can they get match point is the question. You got one player already going for the home hill. Drop shot backpack. It's going to be pretty much a 3v3 fight on top of the home hill.
It's a very hard hill to take back on your side. You lose your spawn shield very early. You're running into a lot of team fire, and as you can see, they go down right as they get to the hill. Team Colin.
Oh, Team Colin trying to take it to map 3. Trying to get to game point. Shock finds another one. Icy on the flank takes out Rushy's power is coming for reinforcements. Icy goes for the kill, clean up 5 members down on the side of Team PR. And there we go, match point for the COG team.
Yeah, there's a few different things that happened there that, you know, you have to question what was going on in the comms for Team PR. You know, they got the quick pick. You know, Rushy stood alive. He didn't have a shotgun, so he has to run from that fight. No one should be dying at that point. Maybe 1 or 2 people, but not all 3 of them. And then Rushies too. I hate to harp on them, but in those situations, it's up to you for the damage control. If you can't get all the way back to a hill and defend a hill with that drop shot, obviously you don't have a shotgun, so you're not going to be able to get any close range fights. He dies, and that pretty much spelled defeat for that round.
You have all the range in a row with the drop shot. You just need to make sure you're in a safe position.
He could even rotate through middle. He didn't have to go to his hill, but go somewhere where you could shoot the weapon. Instead, Praise gets right in his face and he dies.
Okay, let's see. Can Team PR take us to our first round 13 of the All-Star Series? Gonna be on board. We're actually gonna watch it from the middle. Powers comes in. 1 player down for the side of Team PR. The back A connects just a little bit, but we've seen Team PR so strong from this side. The patience is there. Shock finds something, looking for something else.
Oh. Shock got that kill, and he could have traded it out, but he doesn't. But here comes Icy.
Last member of Live is Icy.
He's in a 1v2 versus Explosive and Speedy.
1v3.
1v3.
He goes down. All members down on the side of Team Collins. All players dispersed. B hill's already capped. Got a few players going to the home hill down low. 1 up top. I don't know if they have the drop shot in hand too as well. Yes, they do.
Yeah, and this is you know, we saw this at the end of the last round. Very hard hill to break, especially with drop shot. We're going around 13, folks.
Let's get it. So on this side, you are going to have Team PR. They're going to have that low side where Rushies has been making plays happen with the quick pick on the drop shot and the escape. If that happens again, Team PR need to be patient and just get him some marks. We're going into a 24-second respawn round, so you don't have to come out and slay everybody right away. You just kind of need that first blood and to trade your kills out.
Yeah, numbers is everything. So if you do happen to get that first kill, that's a 5v4. That turns into a 2v1 somewhere or a 3v2 somewhere.
Also, too, if you're on Team Colin and you know he's making that escape, don't go to the inside to fight him for the drop shot. You know what I'm saying? Go straight down the line.
We saw that last time. They cut him off, and then he got past them. But then they slayed out everyone else, so it didn't matter. So bottom side, quick side doesn't matter every time. Probably not. No. Middle is still very important. Yeah, you called it. 5.
There we go. They were riding each other's hips kind of tight coming out that spawn. Team Colin, all their marbles in this basket.
But they're not able to break ice just yet, so now they're just going to be a bunch of fishing.
But they have to go forward. You can't take any. You cannot take a step back when you send 5 in that direction.
But Dezo did get a kill, and I'm curious, was that a late middle push? Maybe
took out his teammate. The flank is coming, so I think they're just waiting for the flank. They're waiting for the pinch. A few players get in for Team Colin. Acquired a drop shot.
Icy just flew at Rushies there and took him out. Praise takes out shot.
Oh,
great
the
play from
revive.
Explosive.
That could be it. I don't. They dodged the drop shot. A player's in trouble. They forced another 2v2 fight to extend the round.
This is a scramble. Team Colin does come out with the kills.
4 members down of Team PR.
Yeah, and Chaos is going to have to take this fight as fast as possible. It's all up to him.
Uh-oh, the cutoff is there. He goes for the Lancer fight, gets some damage in. He should be able to win this one.
He's going against Powers, though. He should get a touch at the very least, but Powers good. Patience hits that full spread. Now it comes to a last-second.
Nah, they can't get it, folks. We're going to a map number 3. Team Colin come out on top.
You called that 5 push pretty early. It was too early to actually tell if they're doing 5.
The reason why is because something looked unorthodox when they came out of spawn. And it was just like they're riding each other kind of tight. They were all trying to hit those up A's and kind of fight them. You just came back to Boston, so you know where all the hot spots are.
Oh, yeah, of course, man.
All right, I'm going to be looking forward to, I'm going to be attached to your hip. Day number 1.
I got people there, too.
Go
I got
make
people. I
something
know
happen.
the spots, yep.
You know? All right.
Day number 1, though, we're all seeing the Avengers, so, all right. So.
Hey, I don't know about you, but we already got our tickets,
yes,
so.
Yes, no, I got Connect, someone that worked, you know, Schmidt.
Okay.
Shout out
oh,
Schmidt,
yeah.
all right?
Yeah. Y'all might be at a different theater than us, though, but, you know, we're going to have the group together. But enough about this, and back to the All-Star match. Here we go. Map number 3 is Lift. Been back and forth, and I'm with you. I don't know which way to call this one as well.
Either way, though, you brought up a good point. That team fight at the deck, we've been seeing it a lot. We saw it all throughout Mexico. Both teams are probably going to opt to put a big weapon on this side of the map. Right now, there's no weapon, so it's just 2v2. Actually turns into a rotation between Speedy and Explosive. We're going to rotate opposite sides. And it's going to turn into a 4v4 over on this B side. And we're seeing the engagements go down towards the plat. And here it is. Explosive's going to be flying in. Gets reaction shot by Powers. Good disengagement by Explosive. That's great movement, being able to get out. He hops over cover and gets shot by Powers anyway. I wonder if he meant to hop over cover there.
I think he did, because he thought somebody might have been chasing him, and that was his best route to get to safety. No, he might have to fight somebody over there on the other side. But Chaos going to be over towards the deck side. B hill in favor of PR. They got their home hill as well. Here comes the flank. You have to get a player off top rock. Because, you know, when you have that height advantage on a map like Lift, you see that height advantage controlling all throughout that deck area.
Yeah.
Any player who crosses towards your home hill is going to get tagged by that guy.
Great team fire coming out from Team Colin, though. And now Kenny Bounce going to the Optic Gaming case. So Kenny Bounce just letting you know he doesn't forget his roots, man.
He does not forget his roots.
He's won championships with these characters, all right, on land.
He's been playing with the same characters, you know, for the longest. Mira.
Yeah, he is the Queen Mirror.
He is Queen Mirror. Like,
I was one of them. I was one of those Queen Mirrors ever since Year 3 days, but he is the Queen Mirror now.
You know what? You're always a Carmine in my heart.
Yes, I'm a Ben Carmine.
You're a Ben Carmine in my heart.
Black still Ben Carmine. After I finished competing, I was so sad. I got on the game. I bought one pack and I got Ben Carmine.
Oh, that's love.
Yes, love.
That's love right there.
Coalition looking out for me, man. I love y'all.
Now, Rushies comes in. He's going to be able to clean up that kill. Ooh. 2 hills in favor of Team PR. Team Colin not receiving any points, but they got the man advantage trying to take out Powers before he scurries away, getting him out of that power position. Desanai left to defend his home hill. Both home hills being capped up by Team Colin. They got to make a stand here.
Team Colin has so much time. They just need to try to get some numbers here. Keep touching the hill. They're up by a lot of points. Desanai able to take out one, but he can't get another. The trade's going in favor of Team PR here. Kenny Bounce needs to do something. Here comes Praise, Powers, Kenny Bounce. They just need touches because they have a huge lead.
All right, trying to push through.
And I want to say someone from Team Colin might spawn up and go to B. No, here comes Icy. Gonna get taken out by Explosive. Powers is down. And that is the type of round. If I'm Team Colin, I'm very upset I lost because I had such a lead, but I get to paint the picture of the map. Gonna probably put a drop shot at the deck.
Yeah, Team Colin, they lost that one, and it was Team PR. Yep, that was Team PR.
They were down like 70 points. It happens all the time in escalation where you win, you know, the first fight, you win the second fight, and then all of a sudden, you know, you can't overextend, but you lose the third fight, and before you know it, you have 0 map control, and all those points for what? When you could just get 3 capped. But now, let's see what Team Colin does. I really expect them to put a drop shot at deck, but maybe not just yet. A little hesitant.
All right, deciding where they want to go, where they want to put the weapon down. Ooh, did they go for the duels? And yes, they do.
Okay.
Put some marksers down.
Interesting. They do know explosive plays towards the B side, so he is the best marksman player in this lobby, in my opinion. But I don't think he's going to be picking up for his squad here. He has a different role right now on this initial, going over towards that B street, helping his team.
Yes, he does. I hope somebody put those double markers down for my squad. I'm just saying. I'm planning on it.
Incense, bull talk.
The whole nine. Don't put. You better block them if you can.
All right, we'll see.
Sleeper and Crack gonna be on the hunt.
You're gonna be here casting, so you can't really be coaching them.
Yo, it's gonna be so hard for me to be unbiased. I've been deciding how I'm gonna do it all night, but you know, I'm so natural and so passionate with the casting. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to tame myself, but we'll see. So Chaos, he gets some damage in. B-Hill was contested and still being contested. Team Colin fighting to get it, but this 1v1 on our screens is going to work out for Team CR. The reinforcements come through, and now you're going to have this Marks in a power position. Icy's going to be forced to move back, but you can't cap the hill just yet. Even going for the decap will be a little risky.
Yeah, this is a great setup to have, double homes, but they don't have the hill capped yet, so.
Oh, one player is down, so Icy did get down in the middle. He's going to get cleaned up, so Speedy has the right to move up just a little bit. Going to utilize that smoke. He needs at least one teammate to get in there with him.
No, he's good, and it looks like team...
Oh, the other players flanked around the other side.
Yeah, they gave it up. They might be trying to extend over on the B side.
Trying to regroup with their teammate, get to the other, force the team fight on top of the B hill. Now, Chaos is going to try to go to the middle and get some shots to get across from that mid-deck. His teammates already have the hill capped. Only Icy and Kenny left to defend it. Now just Icy can't get it in time.
Wow, and Team PR right there didn't win the initial that round, but you saw Chaos overextend towards the other team's arcade, and then meanwhile we saw the B fight just go in favor of Team PR in the middle of the round. They're going to win because of that. And
Explosives comes out. He's 8-1 in 2 rounds.
Is he?
Yeah. 8-1.
Oh, 8-1, one down, right?
Yeah, 8 kills,
because
1
he's
down.
definitely died more than once. I've seen him die off the initial 2 rounds in a row, but he comes off spawn, the full head of steam. And just the retakes have been clean from Team PR. You know, you want to see those initials go into an initial win should go into a round win. But these are, once again, these are pickup teams. All of their pushes and their setups aren't going to be perfect.
Yeah, they're not going to be perfect. You know, I think we'll see all these guys a lot. We'll see these guys better polished next week once they have a few matches under their belts and you know, they see, you know, what exactly they got to do to come out on top and win a first place prize. Because winner takes all, $5 grand on the line. Creeps in. You see how he rides that wall, just trying to play it as safe as possible so his teammates can acquire that power weapon.
Yeah, this is just very good spacing from Praise. Hitting his shots from a safe distance, switched over to the pistol.
And he just works it wide, and Shocking was not able to contest it. They allowed him to get that position. Power picks up the new sniper. And now Team Colin, they get a few kills on the board. 2 members down on the side of Team PR.
They have to capitalize, man. It's another initial win off of Team Colin. Praise is going to be able to pick up that kill. He's going to go down, though. Spawns are getting longer, so I want to see Team Colin use their numbers. They have it. Technically, it's a 5v2. One on spawn, making it a 5v3 now.
Oh, just running the hill.
And Power still all the way back at the field with Snipe.
He needed to kind of push up with his team. He thought they may have been able to take it out on their own.
He might have had to cap the B hill, and that's why he was backtracking. And now here comes Shock, just getting loose. Shock
says, hey, you're going to have to just hit this shot.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do sometimes. Sometimes you don't have a choice but to push the sniper.
Power's in a tricky position, getting flanked. Shots from coming from the side as well at those rock secondaries, but he's going to drop that sniper. The lead's in favor of Team Colin. They're going to lose the B hill, but acquire a home hill setup in the process. At least attempted to. Decapping their home hill is going to be, their opponent's home hill is going to be important, though, to keep that lead.
I'd like to see Team Colin hold this 2-cap setup. It's not technically they don't have 2 caps, but they have the setup for it.
Get double marks off this, right?
Right, and get that marks if you can. Try to get out with it. Instead, he's going to go for this cheeky play, and he's going to pick up a kill. Icy heads up play there, knowing that the smoke stunned at least 1 player. Now here comes this push. Speedy versus Icy.
Oh, this is right where they want him.
Oh, big chunk from Icy. That's going to give him 2 kills. Rushies gets the flank. This should be numbers in Team Colin.
Oh!
Praised and Powers. Going against Rushies and Explosives.
Praised and Powers need to win now, and Explosives finish the job, and he comes out, and they win that big team fight.
What a crazy engagement we saw there. Go back and forth. It looked like Team Colin had it, but Explosive going to pick up that late double kill. And it just looks like right now Team PR just might be better in a lot of these close range engagements. I want to say the team fire for Team Colin a little bit better, but they're not very good at setting up. That being said, Kenny Bounce has the sniper right now. Repping the optic. Team Colin threatening a 3-cap mid-round.
They got their home hill back, so they don't have to be frantic on top of the B hill just yet. Just need to make sure they regroup. That shot's gonna miss. That one connects.
Good shots from Kenny Bounce.
This is where you gotta work your angles, and you gotta be patient when you try to get in here and get this B hill.
Keep in mind, Team PR did just take the point lead. Not only does Team Colin need to win this fight, they need to cap the hill.
He needs to stay in it. Yeah, I think he recognizes it. He said, hey, you're in a 1v1, don't die for it.
Okay.
Gonna get a clip full of actors, knowing that he has to fight
Rush
the 1v1.
is going right for the break.
Did he outplay him? No.
Oh, they got the break on the home hill too. This is looking good for Team PR.
That home hill did it for him. That overextension won him around. Team PR goes up 3-0.
And I like to call that a split push right there. You know, if you do have a slight lead, or if the points are very close, you should try to do a double push. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And we saw a big fight at B. Meanwhile, there was a push going on in the home hill. You win one of those two pushes, you win the round. And that's why Team PR right now is going to go up 3-0. That was a big round. It looked like Team Colin had enough points to just win off of points, and they lost that fight at the end.
That late game composure, something that you got to have at all times. And, you know, when you're kind of playing together, you know, in this all-star match, you're not playing with your regular teams. That's where that IGL comes in play. That's where that composure comes in play. And all these guys, they're used to different things on their respective teams, right? Sure. Some of their teams' play styles aren't as composed. Some of them are a little bit quicker, more defense, more offense. So they have to come together and find that play style for that, you know, that fits this squad. So.
Finally, we're seeing the big weapon go down at the deck. I was expecting... Oh, wait, no, it didn't go down. There's another hammerburst.
Went down.
I'm very surprised Team Colin isn't switching it up. They have been actually winning these initials at B, but they're not able to close out the round because they don't have a strong enough weapon to do it. I believe they've won this initial 3 times. Power and Praise have not lost this plat fight.
They're slowly trying to inch up. Praised Powers, Rushy shot, snipes out.
Rushy's like,
they get away, but shot, he left before Rushy's, and you can't really do that. You got to escort him out of there.
They're trying, and Kenny Bounce with the flank here. He's the last line of defense to try to make sure Rushy doesn't get out with snipe. Ooh, and he's gonna not take his time with that shot. Is it gonna cost him?
Kenny gets up, and Kenny trying to make the play.
And he needs to get that chunk, but he is gonna be able to pick up the kill.
4 down. Team Colin can get their first round on the board unless Chaos can pull off something crazy here.
I think you would have hit that snipe headshot, I believe.
You think who?
You would have took.
Oh, 100%. Oh, I'm not even a doubt in my mind. I won't even think about it.
Rushy went for the flashy little. He went for the flashy little. What do we call that? The quick scope.
The little whiff on it.
Yeah, he missed.
little swipe on the screen with it. You know.
Scoped in real quick, and he missed. He didn't even get the body shot. And that was actually a pretty big miss because Icy was standing still.
Yeah. You know, one thing that I've always done in sniping, and some players do it because, you know, sometimes you twitch and you do like a little quick zoom. You hit L trigger and you kind of click your R stick a little bit too hard and you do a little quick zoom in. But sometimes that works in those close range engagements just to line up with that head right away. It's more so in preference, if anything.
I never was the type to do the zoom. I've seen a lot of players.
You know what? I was always doing it by accident, and I just made it, and it just worked. I said, all right, I just get used to it because, you know, it happens sometimes.
All right, so finally Team Colin getting around on the board.
The smoke's going to come out. Rushy gets in right away. He does pick it up. No, actually, he didn't pick it up.
So they're going to split here. Praise and Powers are going to split. You're going to see Praise take this fight on the flank. Oh, he's going to miss the one shot on Rush. He hit him with about half the spread there. You know, at the naked eye, it looked like he might have deserved that chunk, but he only hit him with about half the spread. Now Rushy's going to be able to get that kill, get away with snipe. He's going to try to help his teammate here, and he's going to get that kill as well. Gets the body shot on Kenny Bounce.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Team PR is going to win that initial pretty clean. Desanite still alive with the Marksa, but he's in no man's land.
Being a nuisance.
Yeah, he's trying to buy his team some time. Praise should be able to get a touch here. Desanite gets taken out at the same time.
But Icy's the next closest member. He's not going to make it in time.
All right, Team PR.
They get the lead.
Coming out strong in this first half. If I'm Team Colin, I might have to put that weapon down and just see if I'm able to do that fight. It's only for 1 round.
Yeah, right. You need to see at least if you guys can be competitive with it, or see if you can get a look that makes some sense. But it's definitely, the fight should not be at maintenance any longer, based off how the last 5 rounds have went down. So 22 seconds on the respawn. You know, if you can come out and get a clean initial, you know, get the first kill, get a double kill, your team should win the round. You die, you might not respawn. Ooh, Praise came out a little bit late. What's
You saw that, right?
Yeah,
he
was
might have been texting someone, explosive, talking a little trash.
In a late game situation, that could be problematic, you know, because you need to get into positions, you need to get your smoke there as soon as possible. But, you know, good Gears of War players know how to adjust and throw it just a little bit sooner to still be effective. And Praise actually gets first blood in this one, taking out Rushies.
All right, so you don't need to be quick out of spawn to break ice. Meanwhile, Shock was able to pick up Snipe in this 1v1, and he's bullying Dezo off the hill. Now he's going to get an angle.
Almost got it.
And it's almost like Kenny knew, I gotta walk this way while I shoot.
That's like a sixth sense, yo. He was like, yo, something don't feel right now. I gotta chill down my spine.
Good play from Kenny Vouch, just knowing where to be. And meanwhile, Shock got impatient there and pushed Dead Knot. I guess he had to. And that's gonna be a big round for Colin. So they put that weapon down. They won that initial. So now if they lose this round and they go down 5-2, I want to see them put that weapon down again. They need to win consecutive initials and get a big weapon so they can get these 3 caps.
I agree that if they were to lose it, 100% get the boom shot down, start playing around it. But on the flip end, Team Colin wins. We'll see what does Team PR want to do. If they want to
maybe exit out.
You can think that far ahead when you got some rounds to play with.
Right, they have a nice little cushion, but we talked about this earlier. At 4-2, it's a cushion, but it's definitely by no means a huge lead. You know, we've seen so many 2-4 comebacks here in escalation. Now we're seeing
3v3 caps for the home hill.
Yeah,
2 down on the side of Team Colin.
This is a typical initial we see on the second half of Lift.
Do they survive?
It's just a crazy Lancer battle, and now we're going to see the push come out from TPR.
Maybe too overzealous. Having a 1 player down in the dead zone, is we call it a dead zone for a reason. And 2 players down, 3 down. They need to clean up the kills.
Explosive about to get up. Great fire there from the middle.
Good teamwork.
Yeah, it's very good. I think this Team Colin has great team fire in the most, and we saw it right there. Just out-lancering them. Great focus.
Does Rushy make it in time?
He does. Barely. But there was also a touch at E. There was a split-second touch at E. So this is still a 3-cap situation. Potentially, Shock needs to get in and
he got it down. He got it.
Good job for Team Colin.
All right, so we were talking about, do they go for the block on top of the deck? Do they go for a bigger power weapon on top of maintenance, you know? Because you can go and throw a drop shot on maintenance right now and just force the fight in that direction. And then at that point, Team Colin has to make a decision. In order for us to kind of balance this out, we got to put a boom shot on the other end. The block or the power weapon, the nades, even better.
That's
you
a
get
pretty passive
something,
pick.
But and also it blocks it as well.
Sure.
So you still get something to fight for on that side of the map.
So I want to say now it should be a 2v2 for those incens right off the bat instead of what we saw just now where we saw 4 people go over towards the home hill side. But no, it's still 4, so that means it's going to be a big 3v3 Lancer battles. These are fun, man.
Praise coming out once again, being that, you know, the Slayer for Team Colin, his 5th round pick. Had a strategy, of course.
Now the quick rotation coming out from Speedy. After getting that cap, now they're going to be fighting for that top rack / the incense, which are on the E hill.
Slowly trying to edge their way up into this hill. They're going to throw double cutoff smokes over there towards that side, but you know, those are 2 smokes they can't really do much with, but they work out on getting Speedy that top rock. So you see the angles in which he have.
Rushies was able to break ice somewhere else on the map over on the home hill side. So that does give man advantage, but look at the score. This is a completely tie game.
Well, you got to be careful when you go for these.
Good bait and switch.
You can't miss that shot. Icy up. Speedy trying to stay alive. Here comes help. Shock trying to save the day. He got incense and he took out Icy as well. The tap up and the kill comes through. Very chaotic over there. He tapped up and got the kill.
Oh, wow.
So incense in the hands, over the top, Powers hold that one, flame on.
That was a beautiful incense coming out from Shock. They are going to get the touch. Desert Knight gets the touch and a kill. That's big. But no, I don't think Icy makes it unless he rolls in right now. And he does. Going to go down though. Oh, and here comes the revive.
The double kill.
Maybe Praise shouldn't have went for that revive. I mean, it was a great chunk.
Stop. Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
All right, 5-3 in favor of Team PR. This is the last map. Team PR only playing 1 match tonight, so you know they want to get this win and then go back to maybe just scrimming or doing whatever they're doing for the rest of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have 2 next week along with Team Ryan as well.
Okay.
Both of them just had 1 series this week. Myself and Team Colin had 2. All right, they say, hey, let's get the M-bar over there. We'll play for something, you know, something with a little kick behind it.
Praise once again stat leader in this map, just like he was, 35 kills on map number 2. And Praise is playing for that Embar over there with his boy Powers, so I want to see that 2v2 for sure.
The New York duo.
Yes, going against Rushies and Speedy, the dynamic duo for most of season 1 and half of season 2.
See what they can do. You know, maybe Powers and Praise can build some
Praise broke
synergy
ice
over
on
there.
shock right off the bat.
Shocking is what we're going to call that one.
But he is going to get 2v1, but plat control right now in favor of Powers. Powers and Icy working this pinch right now. And Powers able to pick up kills. It's going to come out to a 1v1 Icy versus Rushies. Icy knows he's a little weak, and he's not going to let him heal. Very good play from Icy right there.
Taking out his teammate. Embar in hand of Icy. And Icy, one of my favorite sharpshooters of Gears 3. In Gears 4, he's been more of a team player, doing what he needs to do to bring in those championships that he have at home.
He's still a sharpshooter, though. He's all right. I know. He'll say for a fact he's the best in the game with that. But then players like Rush, Denos, let me talk for a second. But Icy, I know he'll say right now, I'm the best player in this lobby and in the game with this weapon.
All right. He's going to back up. He's going to defend the home hill, so they're going to have to deal with him. He may even rev up his gun a few times and let them know, saying, hey, you guys going to have to go a different direction and not here. But he is in a good spot because from spawn, he can kind of see directly through the middle map, so he'll see if somebody cross through the short stairs on the other end.
Yeah, I actually really like this angle. Let's see if he can get that shot. He just needed a body shot there on his
That's it down, though.
Through the smoke, he hit the wall. I guess he hit the wall there. There's a corner.
Oh, Ford pressing him.
Not going to be able to pick up a kill with Embar. Switch to the shotgun. That was a good switch. He switched as he rolled. He came out of the roll with the shotgun, but the push is still coming out. Team PR, wolf packing like no other with that OE.
Icy's beating himself up for that one.
Yeah, he missed a few crucial Embars there.
Especially off that strategy, right? You're playing back using an Embar as a defensive weapon, and the other team 4 rushes you in an open area to map. You got to get something there at this level of gameplay. Especially
after I'm hyping him up like that. Like, come on, let's get a body shot. But it does look like Team Colin is going to manage to do some damage control here. They still have control of E, which is good enough because they're up about 20 points.
Man advantage in favor of Team Colin. They also have the lead as well.
Yes.
But they're going to lose the advantage just that quickly.
Right.
4 members of Team PR trying to cap the E hill in this late game situation. If they can keep this round chaotic, they should be able to win off points in the end. And you got explosives defending the home hill. The other 4 players being the aggressors.
Yeah, Team PR is taking their time here.
Colin got to, not Colin, but Powers got to rush there. He got to rush those 2 players coming up the baby stairs, and now you see he's trapped in a difficult position. But
yeah, you're right. If he could have pushed that and got a kill, maybe that would have opened it up.
I think he would have forced the player to even throw the incendies on the ground.
Sure. And now it's looking like Team Colin's going to go for this OE, but they're going to lose the lead. A 5v4, that's a very important kill.
They still went off the 2 caps, though. They need to triple cap this one.
Yeah, they need to cap that hill immediately, start getting those 2 points.
Powers is asking for help, and he rightfully gets it.
And the rest of Team PR should be working for maybe a break.
Okay, they can win off 2, but they're going to play for E anyway.
Oh, and they got the break. Team PR did get the break on the home hill. Speedy's going to hold off the push. Speedy single-handedly won them that round.
Speedy holds it down.
Yes, and that's Speedy. That is the second pick from Team PR. PR picked Explosive, and then he's like, let me get Speedy real quick.
Slightly a little bit too overzealous, if you ask me, going for that E. I get why they went for it, but maybe they should have been a little bit more cautious approaching Speedy there on top of that fans, because the way I saw it is that both home hills were capped in favor of Team Colin. They were in a good position. At that point, you just need to look to your teammates to the right and say, hey, you guys good? You know, let me get some shots over there, and we just stay on this B street and help each other out. So
yeah, there had to be a sense of urgency there for sure, because one of the hills did get decapped. They needed that break on E, but a player like Speedy is a very defensive shotgunner. If you don't take your time and you go too fast, he's going to punish you just like that. And I remember Team PR, him and I were talking back before I came to the East Coast, and he was so excited to see that no one wanted to pick Speedy. No one wanted to pick Speedy. He picked Speedy right off the bat. I think Ashes put Speedy like tier C. He made like a tier list all the All-Star players. Yeah.
Of all the All-Star players?
And he put Speedy down to like tier C. He's like, I'm picking Speedy, and no one picks him.
Yeah, especially when it came down to the fan vote strategy, because also 4 of those players had to get drafted. So you had to get them as soon as possible. But I think he's on the team that he's supposed to be on. Now we'll see if Team PR can close this one out.
Nice cut back from Praised. I don't think he's going to be able to hit the body shot.
Does Rushies make it out?
Yes, he does.
Explosive's going to make sure of that one.
Ooh, they're going to pinch. They want this 3v2.
Rushies, did he go down? No, he's still up. Now 1 falls down. The pressure is there. I think Powers is in a difficult spot. They're a little bit indecisive. Powers was trying to make something happen. He has to fall back.
Ooh, this is a very hard situation to run out of. He needs to put this M-bar to work right now.
He needs to be that guy. He needs to be that guy.
Ooh, nice incense from Chaos, man. And we're not seeing the M-bar being utilized properly right now. It's hard, though. It's very hard. These players are popping up. Explosive isn't going to let himself get headshotted there.
Nah, he's not going to allow that to happen at all. So the E-Hill is going to be in favor of Team Colin. They got to make a comeback. They got to dig deep to close this one out.
Nice shot from Icy. He's going to be able to get that full spread on Rushies. Going to keep chasing. Rushies has to be full red. Meanwhile, Kenny Bounce and Praise get taken out. This is looking bad for Team Colin.
They're pushing in to close it. Icy has 3 players on this side of the map that he's going to have to deal with. Rushies is going to mark him. He gets crossed out. All up to Desno.
Desno needs to go big.
1v2.
He gets stunned by who smoke was that? That's so frustrating. You had a good shotgun shot all of a sudden before you know it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team PR comes out on top and wins the first match of the All-Star Series. Congrats to those guys. And, you know, hey, they knuckled up and they closed it out in the end, but